have to say, Hunter, you do not disappoint.
All I did was show up.
Nah, you done more than show up. You showed me the way.
Do not follow me, Daywalker. I do not know where I am going.
Yeah, you do. You're just humble about it. Another reason I like you. I'll be honest, when Nico first busted you out of that coffin, I was sure there would be a time where I might have to hunt the hunter. But now I'm damn sure that time will never come.
So, I may remove the garlic that has been hanging over my bed?
Unless you're using it as one of those hanging air fresheners, I think it's safe. Just wanted to let you know, I'll always have your back, Hunter, no matter what. Now, let's go kick some Lilin ass.
After you, Blade.
Howdy, partner. What's crackin'?
You seem quite brisk today.
Well, why shouldn't I be? Got a full 8 last night, just started a new supplement, and I've got a renewed outlook on my future.
I am glad to see you in high spirits.
Thanks. Although, I'm probably mostly just in a good mood because I started researching a new story.
A story?
I had this revelation. You know I'm a trained journalist. I get a thrill when I break open a big corporate conspiracy or report on a public good.
So you want to do more reporting?
Yeah. We've been so busy fighting Lilin and vampires with a Y that I haven't had time. I'm feeling this itch in the back of my head telling me to get out there and dig up some dirt.
If you really want to uncover a conspiracy, find out who has been eating the pickled Barghest paws.
Why?
Last week we had a dozen. This week, only one left.
So what?
So, pickled Barghest paws are ritual ingredients. Who in their right mind would eat them?
Well, first off, you really need to label that stuff so I know it's not a midnight snack. Second, yeah, I'm thinking much bigger than stories for the Abbey newsletter. I want to look into Dracula's history with the new breed vampires. What was his grand plan? How did he get into a feud with Mephisto? And is it true that a secret cabal of vampires controls the internet?
That all sounds interesting.
Probably shouldn't say anything more at this point. You never know who could be listening.
In the Abbey? No one can spy on us here.
Exactly. Wink, wink. Let's keep this between us, okay?
So, Eddie, I overheard what you said about the Dracula investigation.
Ah, crap. You're the last person that wanted to hear that. Look, I'm sure you think it's a bad idea, but...
No. Do you maybe, I don't know, need another set of hands on this?
You wanna help me?
Yeah, just like old times.
The old times where you got me fired from my dream job?
Okay, like new times. You know what I can do. Tell me how I can pitch in.
What if you're a double agent working for the vampires?
Come on, Eddie. You know me. I'm barely a single agent. Definitely single. Sort of. It's complicated.
The symbiote says you aren't lying, so I guess we can give it a try. As long as you do what I say.
Sure thing. You know, I think this could actually be fun.
Really? For who?
Got more coil for me? Always up for a challenge. Sometimes, I even impress myself. Always a pleasure.
You and I are pretty similar.
Correct. We are both humans with extraordinary abilities.
I meant outside of our status as heroes. You and I are both leaders.
I do not consider myself a leader.
No need for modesty. You do a lot for the Midnight Suns. I don't need to tell you that being the head of a team means a lot of responsibility. Do you ever feel pressure to act or lead in a certain way?
I try to lead with my heart and do what is best for the Midnight Suns. I take their needs into consideration.
Spoken like a true leader.
I get the sense that you relate.
Maybe. Despite what anyone says, I believe we're all just winging it and playing it off as confidence because we have to.
It sounds like you were speaking from experience just now.
I forget how perceptive you are. I've had to keep my emotions in check for a long time, even before joining the X-Men. It's been hard to unlearn.
When you say you need to keep them in check, what does that mean?
I need to make sure I'm aware of how I feel 100% of the time. I have tools to keep me grounded just in case. Do you have anything like that?
Whenever I feel overwhelmed, I like to meditate and center myself. I come out with a clearer head.
Yes, that's a great coping mechanism. I indulge as well. Sometimes it's hard finding a peaceful and quiet place to do so.
Especially around the Abbey.
You need to invest in a pair of noise-canceling headphones, Hunter. They're a real game changer. Staying in control is crucial for me. If I ever seem guarded around you, don't take it to heart.
When you lose control, that affects your powers?
Something like that. Let's just say that when I'm stable, so is the weather and everything around me. I'll save the details for later.
I am looking forward to it.
Ready to work? We need any advantage we can get.
Promise I won't break your face. I'm gonna need a back rub.
See you around.
I needed that.
Nothing like beating the crap out of each other.
This is definitely the coziest war room I've ever been in. Quiet, too. What's new, Hunter? Let's crunch the numbers. Well, this was educational, in a terrible way. Pick your target, Hunter. Thanks, Hunter. We're ready to make a move.
Remember to scratch my back.
Sending your friends out to fight isn't the easiest choice, but we all know what we signed up for.
I'll make it my highest priority.
I think Dahlia might be hiding with the Morlocks.
The Morlocks?
Mutants who live in the tunnels beneath the city, and who stay away from the X-Men. There's a homeless encampment by an entrance to the Morlock tunnels. Vampires have attacked it 3 times this week.
That cannot be a coincidence. Do you think the vampires are hunting this child?
I don't know. The city's most vulnerable population is being erased, mutants and humans alike. Disappearing from shelters, off the streets.
The vampires go after anyone the world would not miss.
Or even notice.
Until now.
Looks like I could learn a few things from you. Class is in session.
Isporto.
Save everyone you can, and keep your eyes open for Dahlia.
I am looking.
Me too. I just don't like what I see. Our enemies came unprepared. First it was the children, Now it's the city's unhoused population. These depraved creatures have no shame.
They do not seem to feel anything at all. Only their hunger drives them.
And yet they're still on the trail of Dahlia, with these people caught in their wake.
Then you're in the right place. At the very least, you can deny the vampires their next meal.
You are too weak for this fight.
Want it done right, gotta do it yourself.
You haven't lost a step, old man. The elements bow to me.
They must know my reputation.
They got some backup coming.
Even in a city as renowned as New York, these people have still been left behind.
The lack of empathy is not unique to this city or this time. Society often different.
Unusual abilities are even more likely to be shunned.
Yes, we've all felt it in one way or another. Maybe it doesn't have to be that way for Dahlia.
I had hoped for a challenge. It is all coming back to me.
You don't want to get up. That looked like it hurt.
Your mother abandons you. We are being watched.
Let them watch. Give them no cause to fear us.
Shh, it's all right. You'll be as good as new.
Dahlia?
Aurora? What are you doing here?
I tried to find you at the orphanage, but...
But what?
It seemed you were in distress. I wanted to help.
I'm not the one who needs help. Look around you. I can do more here than wearing a fancy yellow suit. The Morlocks took me in. They just welcomed me into their family. But now someone is trying to tear our family apart.
I am so sorry.
No, you're not. You say you're all about protecting mutants, but it's only the ones who live in that mansion. You don't even see people like us.
That's not true.
What happened here?
We were attacked by creatures. We don't know what they are or what they want. Most of us fled after the last attack. Some are too wounded to move. I just need more time to heal them.
What can we do?
You really want to help? Stop those things from killing my family.
These vampires are truly stockpiling victims. There is something much greater at work here.
As if their torment of these people was not enough.
It is never enough. There always seems to be a darker purpose waiting to reveal itself.
At least it keeps us busy.
I call to the elements!
All who serve Lilith will fall.
I see Caretaker taught you a few tricks.
Feel my call. Your time has come.
Maybe it's time you quit this racket.
We serve until the end! We are reinforced!
These Morlocks, they live here, beneath the city? Why have I not seen them before?
These sewers have been home to all kinds.
They've survived by avoiding unnecessary attention. And much like their counterparts on the surface, many people do not want to see them.
The modern world continues to surprise me. I had expected better.
The forces of nature conspire against
Whatever gets the job done.
deliver you from her grasp.
I am impressed.
Brace yourself.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
I'm sure the Morlocks will be grateful, in their own quiet way.
Dahlia! It's over. You're safe.
Thank you, Aurora. And the rest of you. We're not used to people looking out for us.
Is there anything else we can do?
No, we'll be all right. I've healed the others. We'll move where they can't find us.
Dahlia, you don't have to be alone. The X-Men would welcome you.
Thanks, but I'm not alone. And I can't abandon my family for yours.
All right. And if you ever need me...
You'll be the first we call.
Goddess be with you. All of you.
Don't tell Storm, but I understand where Dahlia is coming from. Hunter, I have a favor to ask.
What do you need?
Storm seems... off. I haven't seen her like this before. Can you speak with her?
Of course, but why me?
You both know what it means to lead. She sees you as a peer, whereas I will always be her student. You may be able to reach her in a way I cannot.
All right. I will seek her out.
Thank you. Oh, and don't tell her I asked you to do this.
I can't believe they were forced to hide in the sewers.
Storm is a good mentor. It's just, some people don't want help. You can't force it.
It's a relief to know Dahlia is safe. I hope she knows what she's doing. You were right about the Abbey being special. It's beautiful out here.
I like to come here when I am feeling down.
Subtlety is not your strong suit. You want to ask about Dahlia, yes?
Dahlia believes you only care about the X-Men who choose to join. Her words hurt you.
Not exactly, but they've left me to wonder. And the act of self-reflection is often uncomfortable.
I do not follow.
Her comment has caused me to think about how I treat my students. I don't think I choose favorites, but what if I do without realizing it? Regardless, I'm relieved to see her safe and happy with her found family. I'll keep worrying about her until the vampires are taken care of.
I relate. The Midnight Suns are my family, and I share the same concerns over their safety.
That almost sounds silly, worrying about people with powers. But I appreciate your words. It feels good to know I am not alone.
I think the fear is natural. Having abilities puts targets on our backs.
That is a good point.
Just because we are strong does not mean we are invincible.
Where were you when I was a teenager? That's what leadership is. Knowing when to step in and when to respect boundaries.
How do you know?
They'll straight up tell you. Or you'll just feel it.
Sounds complicated.
It gets easier with time. Thank you for coming to check on me, Hunter. Leaders often have to take these burdens on by themselves.
I am not a leader.
Oh, please. I call it like I see it. Is there anything else?
How did you meet Dahlia?
I learned of her through the X-Men. Once mutants hit a certain age, their powers manifest. I went to offer Dahlia a place at Xavier's school, but she turned me away.
Was that the only time you approached her?
No. The second time I tried, the orphanage told me she had run away. I'm thankful she found companionship among the Morlocks.
I have never heard of a Morlock before.
Morlocks are mutants who are visually distinct. I'm hesitant to call them different, but they avoid the X-Men.
Different?
Some Morlocks may have a gelatinous body, while others have horns growing from their head. Again, visually distinct.
Do you think the vampires are after Dahlia or the Morlocks?
It's hard to say. I do not know what they would want with either of them.
Dahlia and the Morlocks are both mutants. Maybe the answer lies there.
It's possible there's a connection there. I'd rather destroy the vampires before we find out for certain.
No, that was all.
Of course.
Part of being a mentor is watching your students make their own path. I did the same for you, kiddo.
Sounds like Dahlia's found her purpose. We should leave her alone.
Dahlia's a good kid. If anything, Storm should be proud of her for doing the right thing.
You need to go easier on Sarah, kid.
What brought that up?
I've seen how you are together. You're always circling each other, waiting for the other one to pounce.
I do not want to fight her, but she does not give me a choice in the matter.
Well, yeah, you ran into her the day after you died. For her, you were gone for centuries. I don't think you understand how much your death affected her, and neither of you get how much your resurrection brought it all back. When you run into someone you thought was gone for years, learning otherwise can produce some intense feelings.
Where is this coming from, Logan? This is not entirely about Sarah.
I've lived way too long. For nearly a century, Victor Creed, Sabretooth, has been a bitter enemy. But I've lost count of the times we've fought side by side. I'm not asking you to forget your history, but it doesn't always need to be a fight to the death. You're all right, Hunter.
How did it go? Is she all right?
We talked. I think I was able to lift her spirits.
That is a relief.
It is sweet that you care for her.
Yes, yes. My heart of ice can melt on occasion.
Good to see you getting all buddy-buddy with Storm.
How did you know I was just with her?
I can, smell her on you.
Are you very familiar with her scent?
We were close.
Let me guess. You will not elaborate.
Nope.
What do you know about the Morlocks?
Morlocks aren't bad, you know.
Well, who says they are?
Well, society, mostly. Just because they can't pass as normal doesn't mean they deserve to be living in the sewers.
Could they join the X-Men?
They could. But the Morlocks don't trust us. Can't blame them. They don't trust anyone.
Anything else on your mind?
What can you tell me about the Morlocks?
I know mostly what you do. They're mutants who live beneath the streets of New York. I read through their SHIELD file. For the most part, they're harmless.
Why does S.H.I.E.L.D. have a file on harmless mutants?
Groups of unknown mutants who live off the grid is a thorny subject in this country. I don't like it either, but until that changes, S.H.I.E.L.D. will keep tabs on them.
Thanks, Carol.
Catch you later.
No one ever thinks about the Morlocks.
Feeling good today, girl. Quite a view out here, Logan.
You know, I didn't always go by Logan. Or Wolverine, for that matter. Once upon a time, they used to call me Weapon X. Not exactly warm and cuddly, eh?
Tough. Deadly. It suits you.
Maybe so. But sometimes, I wonder how things would have turned out for me if I'd been given a different name. You know, something softer like Bob or Moonchild. You ever think how your whole destiny got laid out the minute they named you Hunter?
Hunter is what they call me, and that is what I am proud to be.
Good on you, then. You're sure doing a lot of hunting these days. I think you got lucky with somebody like Caretaker watching out for you.
I suppose her name is fitting, then.
I'd have killed to have someone like Caretaker in my life. One way or another, I've lost everybody I ever cared about.
That must have been hard on you.
For a while, yeah. But lately, I've been feeling like I'm getting my edge back. Like when I was younger.
Oh? What changed?
Could be a lot of things. Maybe I've been eating better. Maybe it's some kind of weirdo Abbey magic at work. Or maybe it's the fact that I somehow managed to make a new friend.
If my presence is causing you to reclaim your edge, then I am honored. It is not what I intended, but it is a welcome side effect.
Hopefully it's the only side effect. Otherwise, I gotta contact my doctor. I ain't had a real teammate I could count on since I took a break from the X-Men.
How is it?
It's kinda nice.
Huh. Of all the things to use magic for.
Even a sorcerer supreme can't rest on his laurels.
See you around.
I'm sure you've heard the expression, getting a second wind, Hunter?
Second wind? Is it related to your powers?
No, but good guess. It's when you're able to continue doing something difficult after you've been tired.
Sounds very useful. What will you do with this new energy?
I'm going to keep tabs on Dahlia and the Morlocks. Make sure nothing else happens to them.
Is that what she wants?
She wants me to keep my distance, but I can look out for friends from afar.
The legend walks among us.
Hey.
See you soon.
Need a pick-me-up? Someone either moved my test tubes, or I'm experimenting in my sleep again.
So, how's the whole saving the world thing going? Always up for a challenge. If this thing behind me turns into a giant gateway to ancient Egypt, sometimes I even impress myself. Don't forget to write.
Time's wasting, Hunter.
An enhanced spell. Most welcome.
Let's see him try to handle me now.
We'll keep these teeth shut. Practice makes perfect. Yeah, I guess it is a tough decision.
Get any stronger?
Peace.
Show them what happens when you mess with the Midnight Suns.
It's not a problem.
You a hand. Guess I'm still the focus here. One more. You've had this coming.
It's in your best interest to quit now. Prepare yourself.
Next time I won't go easy. I hope you're ready for this.
Precisely what I needed.
Let's give it a go. The light shines on the most dutiful.
Save this one just for you! Sent you. That one.
Everything according to plan. Watch closely.
Love the effort.
You've invoked the wrath.
Yeah, very flashy, Doc.
Let me show you the way.
I know that wasn't your signature move. Don't mind if I do. Let's do it.
That will be our focus.
Whoever gets the job done.
Not a problem. At least Hydra Green is iconic. If you're a low-rent mercenary, I mean. There's no way Hydra's medical plan can cover the beating we're about to put on you.
Find a new line of work, friend.
I doubt they'll take that beating to heart, but we can always hope.
Hunter.
Evildoers beware.
The legend walks among us.
Sure, Captain Marvel can blast a dude with her eyes, but I can bat my eyelashes and make them run away.
Your ability to see the bright side is refreshing.
This will feed my ego for weeks.
Who's a good girl? It is my Charlie girl.
I hydrate. Blood is mostly water. Hunter?
Good to see you, Hunter.